Giddy up, Ginger. Let's do this. What's that? CropMobsterTV Season 2. Yours truly, Nicky Bobby, is taking off on a road trip in the streets, in the fields, in the food banks, telling stories that matter. Local, regional stories of people doing good work, creating good news, doing work that helps each other, our neighbors, our community. Giddy up! Check it out. Stretch it out. Hey everyone, Nicky Bobby with CropMobsterTV here. Driving down the road outside of Paradise, California, Butte County. Sign on the road says Earthworm Casting. So I rip in there in my Prius and I meet this really nice, smiling guy named Dave who runs the business with his family. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Doing good. Yeah. Well, thank you for not giving me the boot when I showed up unannounced on your property, man. Yeah. I'm super fired up to kind of magically find out about you and your composting and your vermiculture operation. So tell us about your business and how long you've been around.
Yeah, well basically, Earthworm Soil Factory was started by my folks about 17 years ago. I've been involved for 12 years now.
Yep.
And we just started off as basically a compost facility, and then started introducing the worms, feeding them the compost and finding out a lot about that.
Yep.
We started a Micro Miracle Foundation to increase and look at soil health and how it relates to us.
Human health.
Yeah.
So you talked earlier about the links from soil health to plant health to human health. What have you found out?
Basically, if you grow a plant naturally with natural process and have a good symbiotic relationship, and that's where the worms come into play.
Yep.
That plant has a relationship with the soil. It gets all its nutrition and health from the soil,
yep,
not from a fertilizer. Then that plant is healthy, and therefore a healthy plant gives us health.
Nice.
If it's unhealthy, then you end up with problems like bugs and disease.
Yep.
And an unhealthy plant doesn't give us the health.
You were talking to me about a walnut farmer with,
yep,
a nematode issue. Tell me, yep, about that and what you found out.
So we went in and we started treating with compost with liquid casting, which is basically the biology that we're going to always talk about to get that symbiotic relationship. We increased both of those to an extent that they went from about 5,000 colonizing or lesion nematodes per colonizing unit to about 118. We did some cover cropping, broad spectrum cover cropping. All in all, his trees turned around, the whole soil health turned around, and in just recent months, he won a national award for soil health.
Nice. Who is it? Can we name the farm? Give him some props.
Daniel Unruh.
Daniel Unruh, folks, winner.
Yeah.
Nematode conquest using worm mycological, soil health, biological systems from, yeah, this brother right here.
Right on.
It's not exactly a backyard vermicomposting operation. Let's pan around here, folks, with the proprietary selfie pole. You can see some of these deals have the mushrooms growing into it. Look at this. Zooming in. Kind of a weird view. Absolutely inspiring and beautiful. Talk to us a little bit about your philosophy, life, and business, and when it comes to local food, agriculture, work in the soil. Do you have a call to action for folks in our state, in our country, around agriculture and soil health?
Follow natural process, meaning stay away from fertilization. Fertilization takes away from plant health.
Yep.
And a lot of people are heading that direction. Pay attention to soil health from a standpoint of the biology itself.
Yep.
Dig in there, see if there's earthworms. It's the way we used to look at healthy soil.
What did you tell me earlier about the bank loans?
Oh yeah, well I have a book. It's an organics method primer from way back in the 40s, and they actually used to lend to farmers the amount of money based on the amount of worms in the soil.
Wow.
Knowing
awesome.
that production was going to be up. So it's pretty incredible if we start looking at that relationship that we can build in the soil with the plant that is going to be basically food.
Yep.
The others, unfortunately, in a lot of the ag industry that's petrochemical fertilization process,
yep,
we don't even call it food anymore, we call it a crop.
Yep.
And it's not healthy for us. And we all are beginning to understand that. We need to change the way we grow food in this country.
Giddy up, brother. One last thing. Food waste and the prevention of organic material waste, getting it out of the landfill is really important for a lot of reasons. Climate change, GHG emissions, etc. On an annual basis, how much organic material are you able to run through here in tons or whatever unit of measure you use?
Well, in excess of 20,000 tons per year.
20,000 tons per year. That's a big deal right there. So it's an honor to meet you.
Hey, thank you so much.
Yeah, and thank you for farming it forward. We're gonna take this little bottle of magic right here, Worm Juice Plus, and we're gonna take it tomorrow to Sacramento to the Sac High Edible Schools program, bring it to the kiddos.
Right on.
And what I'd like to do right now is see if you could just go right in there with your hands and bill us out a handful of this beautiful soil you're making. Grab us a handful.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, there's a worm in there.
Nice. Well, giddy up. An honor to meet you. Again, folks, CropMobsterTV Season 2, Earthworm Soil Factory, converting waste into the wonder of worms. Over and out. Let's get her done. All right, thanks, team. See you later.
Yep, you bet.
Love the earthworm. Get her done.
Right on. Be careful on this dirt road.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Take care.
Shake and bake. So with that, I just want to thank you so much for your support. I want to thank our partners for their support. This can only happen as a team. Farmers, gardeners, hunger groups, doing actual work in their own communities.
Hero, hero.
What? Come on.
With regards to grazing or with regards to insurance?
There we go.